40 years ago, 2 young women were murdered in Weber County, but it wasn't until 2018 that authorities realized that they were linked together. The same gun was used in both of those crimes.
The murders of Tina Gallegos and Gabrielle DeStefano have turned into cold cases, but authorities are now hoping new DNA testing will bring closure to the families. For every crime, there's a story, and the truth matters. Here's ABC4's Marcos Ortiz with tonight's Justice Files.
There was a suspect in the murder of one of the young women. It's unclear why he was never charged. But after Weber County took over this case, they soon realized there was many pieces missing from this puzzle.
40 years later, we still don't know anything. It hurts because I loved Tina. She was a good girl.
We were like twins. We did everything together.
But the wait for justice for Joyce Tina Gallegos and Gabrielle DeStefano has now reached 40 years. On August 21, 1982, Gallegos' body was found floating in the Ogden River. Police say she was killed by a gunshot wound to the head. 4 days later, DeStefano was also murdered. Authorities say she'd been shot once in the head. A month later, her body was found wrapped in plastic in a ditch near Harrisville. The murders became cold cases, but in 2018, when Weber County authorities took over the case, they claimed the murders were linked because the same gun was used.
We try to keep bringing it up, but nobody cares. They don't care no more.
We certainly understand the heartache and the difficulty that they've endured over these many years. I just want to make sure everyone understands that we are doing what we can, given the evidence that we have.
In 1982, Gallegos was seen getting into a red vehicle similar to this one. Later, her sister bought the vehicle and discovered blood in the trunk.
There was blood on the carpet in the trunk, and the police came and took it.
There was blood found in the trunk, and that carpeting was removed. Now, that's a part of the evidence that is missing. We don't know where it went.
The blood evidence was lost long before Weber County took over the case, and other evidence gathered in the DeStefano case was also destroyed.
Harrisville had their old office had a flood. There was lots of evidence that got destroyed because of that flood.
But he says police found type A blood in the red vehicle, and Haney says they do have a suspect who was questioned in 1984. He's now deceased, but his DNA is on file.
He drove a red car, and then when they did find the red car that he owned at the time of the murder, and it was taken up to the crime lab, there was blood found in the trunk that was type A that matched one of the victims.
The investigator says they still have lots of evidence in the Gallegos murder, and that evidence is now being tested at a forensics laboratory. Science may soon solve this 40-year-old mystery. For the Justice Files, Marcos Ortiz, ABC4 News.